Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new tutorial on my channel. Today we are covering essentials. We will be covering the config file, because you can learn the commands in game by yourself. And yeah, so see you in the config file. We are now in the config file, and I'm currently running the version at 2.16.0.3, and this is the config.yml. So we can start off looking at the OPS name color. So basically, this is the name, or this is the color of an OP player. So for example, the default one is 4, but I have edited this, so yeah. So now it would just be none, but the default one would be like, if I would have my name, it would be in dark red. If I would have 4 here, so you get what I'm saying. Okay, so nickname prefix. So this is the thing, character that would like display if you are nicked. So if I would be nicked to maybe hi, this character right here, then it will display like this. So it will say hi. And if I would be OP, it would say, if I would have red here, it would say hi, and then it would be in red color. So I'll just leave it like this. Okay, so this is the maximum length of your nickname. So if you would have like maybe 20 characters, you could have like that, or you can maybe have like, yeah, so whatever you want, but you can have 20 characters instead of 15, but I'll just leave it as 15 characters. So so if you would have a nickname, the color characters will not count if you would enable this. So it would just count this character, like these ones, these color characters. It will not count these two characters. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so hide display name in Vanish. So it would basically just hide your name in Vanish, so people can't see you. Okay, so if you have like any other plugin that is connected to Essentials, you can disable this. So this is basically just changing the display name. So okay, so teleport safely. So you will basically just teleport safely to a person or a location. So a player will be teleported to the safest location. Okay, so force disable teleport safety. So you would basically just force this to disable, and this is the seconds. So if someone would write maybe warp mine, they would need to have or would need to wait for the amount of seconds you would set here. So if you would set here maybe for like 5 seconds, and they would be forced to wait for 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they will teleport. So teleport delay, this is basically it. So if you teleport someone's maybe TP blah 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 blah, you will need to wait for 10 seconds. So it's basically the same thing. So if someone would teleport to someone else, they would need to wait for 4 seconds before they could attack the player. So the player would have a chance or something. So I can maybe change this to 10 if I like, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this would basically just teleport the player to the center. This basically says all of it. And okay, so this is the call down for heal. So you would need to wait for 60 seconds to do the heal command again if you would have the heal permission. But yeah. Okay, so this is the radius of /near. There's nothing like interesting here. You can blacklist items here if you like. Yeah, spawn, mob limit, warn on smite. So it would basically just warn, just write something in the chat. So if you would like to drop the items, if the inventory is full, you can set this to true or false. This is the mail notification, like you have 10 mails, blah blah blah, you know. So if, yeah. So this is disable command, so you can have maybe like Nick, you can disable Nick, or maybe like just clear. So this is overridden commands. This is social spy commands. So things you will see when someone maybe PMs or messages someone. So if someone would write maybe MSG blah 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 hi, then you would see this message. But if you would remove MSG from social spy, you will not see it in social spy. So if like a muted player would write something, this would display his or hers message. This is commands, mute commands basically, and this is the default player commands that you can do if you're a player. So this is paste bin, so you will automatically create a paste bin when you create a kit. This is pretty useful if you want to store a kit in a file instead of just having it in essentials, so if you would lose it. But I will recommend using a MySQL database instead. So this is sign colors. This is the most interesting part. So you can just remove these ones. So basically this would enable color, this would enable balance, this would enable buy, so you can buy stuff, this would enable so you can sell stuff, trade with signs. So keep in mind that this is the signs. So you can get 3 things. You can put items in a disposal. You can make a player warp from a certain to a certain location with a sign. You can give a player a kit with a sign. You can show the player the mail. You can enchant things. You can give a player game mode. You can heal the player. You can give information. You can spawn a mob. You can repair things. Maybe if the player would have a sword, you could right click and maybe pay like $10 and repair their sword or pickaxe or whatever. And then you can have the time and weather. So this is the second. So a player can, every second, like a player can use a sign. So every maybe 2 seconds, I can just put it as 2. Okay, so this is just a backup, so it runs a bash command. Well, this is good if you have like a virtual private server, so a maybe VPS or dedicated server on Ubuntu or on other distributions. So this would enable, so every warp has its own permission, so you can give it to a player. So this is the list of maybe, or like the list of the thing that will display if you write /list. So this will output like errors and stuff like that in the console. This is more interesting. So you will basically, there are many languages translated in essentials, and you can choose your own language. So I could maybe take if I would just go to this website, or you can just choose your language. If you go to this website, you can see all the available languages and choose a language. So I can maybe choose just EN as default English, so you can choose your own language here. That's pretty interesting. And if you like, I will maybe do a tutorial on how to edit the language.properties, so you can have your own messages and not just the language messages. Okay, so this would basically turn on God mode when people leave the server. So you will get the AFK message after this amount of seconds, and this would kick a player after an amount of seconds that you can choose if you like. If a player is AFK, this would freeze the player. Should the player be able to pick up items, so you so when you maybe like move, it would automatically just say that you're back again, but you can disable this if you like. it's the same thing. So you can have a list of names of people that are AFK, so we display. So this is the death message. So when someone dies, it says maybe SystemInt has been killed by blah 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 blah. You can disable this if you like here. So this would disable like silent join or quit. So if someone would join the server, it will not display the message. Or if a staff, like here, as you can see here, this is the permission node for this. This is the custom join message. You can put whatever you want here, maybe a plus sign or like maybe wait a like that, and then the player name. So maybe, and then the username. You can maybe put like joined if you like. I could just take this like that. So this is the world that you need permission for, like teleporting to a world. So this default stack size, so how much a one stack is. So this 64, one stack 64, you can have this at more. Repair enchanted, unshave enchant, this will enable, so you can have like enchantments like maybe 30, 40 and 50, like unbreaking 100 and stuff like that. This is the max fly speed, max walk speed, TP accept cancellation, so how many seconds the player has to cancel the like teleport thing. This is the set home, so default can have 3 homes. You can just edit this, and this is starting balance. So as I said before, the essentials have a own economy plugin or economy hook in it. So this is starting balance in the hook. So this is the cost of every kit. This is the currency of the economy plugin, and this is the max money, min money. So this is the, if you would like to have a log for this, you can use this if you like. So this is the bucket permission that you can use, and this is the minimum thing you can pay. So if you would like maybe write /pay SystemInt, you could only have this and you couldn't have less than. This is just a help. So like other things except essentials, if you wanted to show it. Chat, so this is basically the chat format. You can edit this. You keep in mind that you will need essentials chat for this to work. So I have this, the default is like this, I think, or something like that. This is the group format, so every group has like a special format that you can set. So maybe defaults would have this, and admins would have maybe a special color or something. This is just protect things if you want to, yeah, protecting, disable. This is the things you can disable, PvP, drown, and yeah, stuff like that. Build, this is anti-build. So keep in mind that essentials have many parts. So anti-build, chat, just the essentials core, they have many things, features in the essential thing that, yeah, comes in handy. This is the welcome message for newbies, player that joins for the first time. This is the spawn point for the newbies. You can set it in game, and this is the first kit you get when you join. So you can have maybe kit starter if you would have a faction server or something else. And this would teleport all the players to a spawn point, and this would respawn at home. So yeah, that's it for this config. Yeah, that's basically it. So see ya later, guys.